Hi everyone, today I thought I'd show you how I created the peace signs on this card that I created for today's MFT Stamps teaser. I'm using one of the new a la mode stamps which has been released on Tuesday night, and it's called Disco Queen. Now another thing that's been released on Tuesday night is this dynamic die here, which is a peace signs die. You can see that it's got two peace signs, a large one and a small one, and this is what they look like when you cut them out of card. You can see them there, okay, and as you can see by my card here, they're a lot, the ones I've used on my card are a lot smaller than the two that I have cut out from my dynamics die. And that's because I actually cut mine using shrink plastic and shrank it. So what we do with the shrink plastic to do that is cut a piece first, about the size of your die. You really could do with a smaller piece, but I'm just using a bigger piece for my purposes, okay, because it's easier. My shrink plastic is pre-sanded, so if you get one that isn't pre-sanded, you will need to sand it in a crosshatch pattern on one side. And then what I'm going to do is use my Copic airbrush and a Copic marker and just add some colour to the sanded side. You don't need to go too heavy with this because the colour is going to concentrate once you shrink it. Okay, we've done that. I'll turn my machine off. So then you can just run that through the your die cutting machine, which I've already done to save a little bit of time, and I've got two here. Okay. And we're actually going to use the smaller one, and I'm actually going to just use this little pair of tweezers and just put that between the holes just so it won't go flying everywhere when I start heating it with my heat gun, which I've got here, and try and keep that out of the way for you. Now the first time you use shrink plastic and heat it, it can be a little bit scary because it starts to deform and looks like it's going to stick onto itself, but it's not going to. Okay, you can see it all moving and deforming there and shrinking. Okay, so once it's shrunk, it's now going to go back to its original size, so just keep heating that. Really, you should move the heat gun around so that you get an even heat. Okay, that's shrunk and gone back. Now if it isn't as flat as you want, you can use just a acrylic block and just press it down and just leave that just to cool down a fraction. And then what you're left with is, with the one I've just done there, it's actually that size there, which is the small one. So if you compare these, that's the small one cut out of paper, that's the small one shrunk, that's the big one, and that's the big one shrunk, which I did earlier. Can you see those there? Okay, and you can see that the big one shrunk is even smaller than the small one when it was just cut out of paper. So that's just something, and then all I did was attach that with a little bit of glue and to my card, and voila, all done. Hope you enjoyed that today. I'll see you next time. Bye.